Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Some of my esteemed viewers have requested me to upload a video on how to use Excel VBA. Since this is a huge topic, I have decided to give you a crash course on this topic through a series of videos. So let's start.
A crash course on Visual Basic for Applications, VBA, in Microsoft Excel. First session. Visual Basic for Applications, in short, VBA, is an object-oriented programming language, where every component is regarded as an object, with which sequences of instructions, called macros or VBA codes, are written to automate simple and complex tasks, which may be logical as well as repetitive, in Microsoft Office applications, including Excel. Whatever we do on the face of an Excel sheet can also be done using suitably written macros, but not conversely. Moreover, VBA codes can also be used to write user-defined functions which are as good as worksheet formulas. There is, however, a small twist in the tale. The actions of VBA codes are not reversible. It is not possible to backtrack once a macro is triggered. Undo button becomes inactive. Microsoft Excel is made up of different objects and there are several methods and properties attached to each of the objects. An object may also serve as a container for several other objects. The entire Excel application is referred to as application object. In fact, Excel itself is also regarded as an object. The object hierarchy looks somewhat as follows: Excel, application, workbooks, worksheets, range cells. When a cell or a range object is specified using the entire hierarchy, then such a specification is called a fully qualified reference. A fully qualified reference leaves no room for any ambiguity. However, quite often a fully qualified reference is not required, which we shall see in few minutes.
So let us now see how to write the macros. So I'll start from scratch. So I'll save this Excel sheet and close it. So I have now opened a file folder. You can open your file folder in your computer. So here you can see the Excel file which I have just now closed. So on an empty space I click my mouse button, right click my mouse button, click on this new and then click on this Microsoft Excel worksheet. So Microsoft new worksheet has come here. I rename it, call it my book, and then click somewhere outside. So my book is ready. I click on my book. So now this is my new Excel sheet. So before I start writing my macros, I need to change the type of this file. That means I have to save this file as a macro enabled worksheet workbook. So I go to this file, go to this save as, and then this PC and go to my folder which is visible here. So I click on this. So my book is visible here, and this extension is Excel SX. So you can see the extension here is written Excel SX. I have to make it Excel SM. Okay. So I go to this save as type. So get the drop down menu by clicking this down arrow and choose the second item which is Excel macro enabled workbook. Click here and then just save it. So let me again go to this name has already changed. You see my book Excel SM. Go to this file folder. My book Excel SM is there. The Excel SX extension is also there. This is not required, so I can safely delete it. So I remove it. Okay, so now this is my Excel workbook. So what I do, I press Alt F11. So I write it here for your benefit. So I am writing here ALT plus F11. So this key, these two key you have to press simultaneously. Okay. So I remove this and I press Alt F11. So here is my Alt F11. So this is called VBA window. So what I have to do here, I have to go to this insert button here. You see, I click the insert button and click on this module. So this module 1 is inserted, and now this screen has become white. This is actually the VBA editor. On this editor, I have to write the macros. Now macros are written in the form of functions and subroutines. Functions we will discuss some other day. Today we will discuss subroutines. So for that, the command is you have to write sub and then you have to give a name for this subroutine. I give a name as try only, try, and then open as round bracket, close it immediately, and then press enter. So capitalization is there, and then end sub has come up automatically. Press few more times this enter key so that this end sub goes down, and here I can write my fast VBA code. So let me for what purpose I am writing this VBA code. Uh, Let me go to this Excel sheet. Say for example, in this entry, say D5. Okay, dth column, fifth row. I want to put some entry out here. Okay, something I will write here. So let us see what is to be written. And to begin with, I start with writing a fully qualified reference. So I'll start all the way from Excel, EXCEL, then dot, then application. So moment I write few letters, the application has appeared here. Okay. So I press tab key from the keyboard. So if I press tab key, don't press enter, press tab key. On the left side of your keyboard, tab key is there. So again you can put dot. So we have entered Excel application, and then I have to write workbooks. So WORKB. So again this drop down menu is there. So press tab key because workbooks is already highlighted. So it will take the workbooks. Now you have to type, or you have to open a round bracket. Now here you have to write the workbook number or workbook name. If there are, if since only one workbook is open, here we have opened only one workbook, and its name is my book. So mybook.excel sm excel sm. So either you can type the number 1, or you can either you can write like this. This is also quite valid. Number 1 workbook, that is, this numbering is given uh, according to the manner these workbooks are open. If two workbooks are open, then first the workbook which is open first will get number 1. The workbook is which is open next will get number 2. Or otherwise you can give the name of the workbook along with extension, and you have to write that name within double quote. So double quote my book dot XLSM, double quote closed, bracket also closed. Okay. After that, come out of this bracket, write type dot, and again now we have to write worksheet. So WORKS, so worksheet is highlighted. So press tab key. So again open the bracket, and again either you can write number 1 because this is the first worksheet. If there are more than one worksheet, so first one will get number 1, next one will get number 2, third one will get number 3. Or just as in case of workbooks, you can write the name of the worksheet within double quote. So I write the name of the worksheet, that is the safest method. Otherwise, which one is number one and which one is number two sometimes quite becomes quite confusing. Uh, so double quote closed, bracket also closed. So we are in now in the worksheet one, worksheet one, and now again put dot. Now you have to write range or cell. So you can either write range, range. So write range, and then we open a bracket and then double quote, and then I want a entry in the D5. So I write D5 and then double quote closed and then bracket also closed. And what I want to do, I want to put a value in D5. Okay. So dot value. Okay. So this I have to write, and what value you want to put? Suppose I want to write 246. So equal to 246 and press enter. So all this thing which was a small letter have become capital letter and everything is now looking nice. Okay. Now only the code is written. Now we have to run this code. Now how to run this code? Running is done by this green triangle you can see here, which is also available in this run button, this green triangle, or you can press F5. But make sure that your cursor is between sub try and end sub. Then this particular subroutine will run. Okay. If the cursor is in some other subroutine, then that particular subroutine will run. So make sure that your cursor is very much within this subroutine, sub try and end sub, and then either you press F5 or triangle. So to begin with, let me click on this triangle. So if I click on this triangle, if there is error, I'll get some message. But if there is no error, means no message, means no error. So let me see the worksheet. See 246 has come here. Similarly, if you want to write a text, suppose in not in D5, now in D6, I want to write a text. So text has to be written within double quote mark. So I have to write is text. So I write good, and then I again run it. So this time for a change I press F5. So I pressed F5. Okay, function key 5. So and see in the next D6 position good has come. Now this particular this particular sorry this particular type of reference is called fully qualified reference. Now since we are already in the Excel application, this Excel application is not required. If you have opened only one workbook, even this is also not required. And if in your workbook there is only one sheet, then this is also not required. So what I mean is that only this is good enough. So let me write here just this much. So what I can do here, I copy it from this Control C and paste it here, Control V, and in place of D6 let me write D7, and here I write say yes. I write yes, and then I run it again, and D7 value, let us see here. See, yes has come here. Okay. So therefore full qualified reference is required if there is ambiguity. Now here there is no ambiguity, only one workbook, only one worksheet, so this one will take. And another thing is there, Excel by default takes this value property. You need not write this value property. Okay, Excel takes this by default. So that also let me show you. So I write control, I copy it, this one. Okay, copy it once again, whole thing, and then I'll delete this thing. So let me delete this value, dot value, and here I write OK. Okay, so just not D7. I let me write it something different. So I write okay D8 maybe I can write. So I write D8. So again I run it, and D8 cell should get OK. So here you see D8 has got OK. Okay. So now this type of here only one cell I have written, but in one go you can fill up several cells also. So let me show you how to do it. So again I copy it and paste it here. So suppose from D10 to D15, not so big, okay, 15, since I have already spoken 15, so let us see 15. Now if I write say 5, let us see what happens. So if I run it, okay, I think I should minimize the screen a little bit. So I do it like this, and I do it like this, so that simultaneously you can see both the screens. Let me close this, so that here whatever I'll do, here you can see it. Okay, so now I run it. So you see, already ran it. So it has gone 555, something like this. Okay, but another one you see, suppose I want different entries, then how to write it? So Control C and write here in place of D, let me change this as E, sorry, E, and in place of D, let me put it E, and here I want different numbers. So what I have to write? Uh, not E10 to, let me write it as E10, not E15. Let me write it, I want to go horizontally. So EFGH maybe, H 10. So I write H10. So here what I do, ARRA, not array, and then I write okay 1 comma okay, not 1, okay, 12 comma 25 comma EFGH, 4 entries. So 32 and then 56. There are 4 entries. So let us see what happens. So if I press and this run this key, then you see 12, 20. So horizontally different entries in different cells are coming up. Okay. Uh, Now, and if you want vertically also different, so let me do it like this. So I copy it once again. Okay, and now what I do, I call it F, and this one I call it F15, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe, F13, since there are 4 entries. So why F10 is already engaged. So let me start with F15, and then 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so here from 15 to, so 15 to 18, these 4 entries will change. So array, but it will become horizontal. So there is a command called transpose, TRANS, and after that if you press Ctrl J, no, I think it is a worksheet function. Okay, then tab and then transpose maybe. Yeah, transpose, then tab and then end this bracket and put this inside bracket. Okay, so if I now run this one, okay, that means this one 12, 25, 32, 56, I have taken the transpose of that. So directly writing transpose will not work. We have to write it as worksheet function dot transpose, and then we run it, and then what we see here, you see 12, 25, 32, 56 is has come vertically. All right. Now, if you want to ignore all these commands, there is a way out. If you put a quote mark at the beginning of each line, then it will become green and it will be ignored by Excel compiler. Excel will not compile these lines. It will completely ignore these lines. Okay. So now what I want to do, I want to copy this line. I want to copy first entry of this row, or maybe in the middle only, say FGH. I want to copy the entries of FGH to the entry here A1. So let me write it as range, sorry, double quote A1 double quote closed, this one, and equal to let me write which one, FGH. Let me copy it, sorry, let me copy it from here, Control C, let me type it here, and E10. Okay, it may remain E10 only, no problem. So I am copying from this to this. So let us run this particular command. Okay, let us run this particular command. So if I run it, I have run it. I have run it, but see, no change here. Nothing. A1, nothing appears. But if I write here dot value and then I run it, then it works and it takes 12. That means the first value is printed here. So why did I do all this thing? This is a situation where even though I said Excel takes this dot value by default, everywhere here it has taken dot value by default, but somehow here in this position it doesn't take dot value by default. Okay, it doesn't take dot value by default. So if I delete it, and if I delete dot value here and I run it, you see nothing appears. But if I write value here and then I run it, then it appears. Okay, so even though it is not necessary to write this dot value, but there are certain situations where it is necessary also. Okay, so now let us see one thing, that now let me do one thing. Uh, this one also I put a quote mark, and now I want to clean all this stuff. So individually I don't want to clean them. I want to clean them. Uh, so in one go I will clean them. So I'll copy a command worksheet sheet 1 range, okay, up to this one, and then I copy it here sheet 1, okay, and then I write uh, CELLS, and then I write clear contents, okay, and let's see, let's run it and see what happens. Before that, Let me color also, sorry, let me put some color also here. So let me put some color here. This also may be colored little bit. Okay, just to show you something. Let me put it. Okay, red color will do. Okay. So some red color, yellow color, and some writings are also there. Some numbers are there. Text is there. So I write this command clear contents and then I run this. See what happens. So you see all the entries are gone, but these colors are still there. Okay. So you write this. So I comment it and write those entries once again. Okay. Write those entries once again. No problem. I can write it and then run it so that all my entries will appear. This undo button, as I said, this will not work. Okay, once you enter the values using macro, undo button stops working. So this is there. So again I remove this thing. So I put a quote mark. This is a shortcut for putting quote mark simultaneously. Okay, so here I want to remove quote mark. So this. Now instead of clear contents we have already seen it will only remove the values. So I will write just clear and then run. Then see what happens. See everything is gone. Okay. Now so this is also we understood. So we put a quote mark and then next thing what I do, see here, here there are only two workbooks. So this one also I minimize like this. So here you can see there are two workbooks. But through macros we can create another workbook here. So what is the command for this? So we write Excel applications is not required. So we'll start with only workbook. So so I write workbooks and then I write add. Okay. So I write add workbooks. I write add. So what it does? Let's see what it does. We run it. So you see a new workbook has come up. New workbook has come up and its name is book 1, but it is not yet saved anywhere in this folder. So it is just here, new workbook. So next command, now this command I have already used, so let me now comment it out. So next command what I want to write is, now this workbook is now active. So there is a command called active, and if I press Ctrl J, it will show me active window. I have to select active workbook, press tab key. So active workbook. Active workbook means the workbook which is active. So this is also another way to refer a workbook whose name is not yet saved. Okay. So active workbook. Uh, uh, let me so this is actually command. Let me try out something. Instead of writing active workbook, let me try out something and see whether it works or not. So workbooks and then I write double quote, and since it is book 1, so BOOK 1 and double quote closed and then this bracket closed. I want to save this workbook. So I want to dot save as. So I select this save as and then I have to give the complete path. So where I want to save? I want to save here. So what I do, I click on this address bar, okay, and copy this address and come over here and put a quote mark, then control V, and then this slash, and now I want to give it a name. So within double quote I give its name as your book dot xlsx this time, and then no, sorry, this double quote is not required. This is not required because double quote is already there in the beginning. Yeah, double quote starts from here and then your book. So this is the file format you have to write. So many options are there, so let's not get confused in all those things. Okay, so let me write this command and just see here whether something happens or not, whether this your book is getting saved or not. So I run it and see whether I get error message or something. So no, it works. So that means, see, your book has saved. So this file which was opened, now its name is your book, and this file is now available here. So your book is saved here. So in this way you can add and save a new workbook. Okay. So now if you don't want this workbook, you can remove also. So you can, okay. So this is this workbook, and so what I do now, I there is a command called kill. So kill what? Kill this complete address you write. Control C and kill. And this one you comment uh, so that all this is ignored. So this kill command. So this workbook, if I run it and just pay your attention here, what will happen here? See, permission denied. Why? Because that workbook is open. So this workbook, so first of all, so let me first this command is all right. So I'll comment it, and uh, what I do, I write this as workbook, okay, control J, workbooks. Then I now here I copy this one, uh, or this one will do, okay, double quote and this thing, and then this thing. So after that we write close. So first of all, so everything I want to do from close, and before that, since we have opened this workbook, so we can actually write something in this workbook. Okay, we have written something in this workbook. So this workbook, do you want to save this workbook before closing? So if you say yes, then you have to write true. If you don't want to save it, then write false. So here I want to save it. So I write this and run. Then see what happens. So this workbook is gone. See, your workbook is no longer open. Okay. See, only my book is open, and this your book is not open. So if I open it, yeah. So if I open it, you see these are the things which we have typed. It is there. That means it has saved it. Okay. So again I run it. So again I run it. So it will be closed. So it is gone, closed. So my folder is here, and now I comment out this one and run this one. So I remove the comment. So this. Now I say kill. Now pay your attention here. This workbook, your workbook will vanish by this command. So I run it. See, gone. So, so this way we have uh, created a book and we have removed a book also. Okay. And now if you want to, so this we minimize. So this is my original workbook. So here I have shown you how to add workbooks. Similarly, so this one I comment. Okay. So similarly, you can actually add worksheet also. Okay. So how to add worksheets? So this one I, instead of workbooks add, I call this one. I copy this one, and instead of okay, let me write from the beginning. Work, yeah, worksheets. Okay, and then I write add. Let's see what happens. I write worksheets add. Here there is only one worksheet, and I have written worksheets add, and run it. See, another worksheet has come. So worksheet 2 has come, but it is on the left side. Okay, and therefore this way you can add worksheet also. And now if you want to save this workbook, so you can write it as so workbook Excel SM, Control C, and you can, so this one you can comment out so that only one comment is there. Yeah, so this one you can write as save also. So then this workbook will be saved. This workbook will be saved. So you see, is there anything written here? So how do I know that it is saved? So let me write manually, or why manually? Since I have written all those things, let me uncomment them. Okay, let me uncomment them, and now I run it. See, those entries have come back, and now it is already saved. So if I close it, if I okay, I don't close now. I'll close it through Excel only. So here I'll write app and then Control J application, and then I'll write quit, QUIT, quit. Okay, because workbook is already saved, so I write quit. Okay, this one I comment out. This say okay, save, let it remain. So now I run it and see what happens. So entire Excel worksheet is gone. Okay, but worksheet is still there. So if I open it, no, not this one. Which one? My book. My book. If I open it and show it, see, this is the, these are the entries which we have uh, used. So, and I have also shown you how to kill a workbook. So no need to repeat that. And okay, so this way actually I think that is good enough for today, our first session. In the second session will be coming up shortly, so write to me in the comment box if you like this video, whether to upload the second session. Then I will upload the second session within few days. So thanks for your patience. Thanks for watching.